Welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and I am back for breaking news within the Path of Exile community. We have a very interesting spanner in the works for the timeline of 3.13 League, whatever league that is going to be. Just about, what is this? Around about 40 minutes ago, there was a post made on the Path of Exile forums about the 3.13 launch of Path of Exile being delayed until January. So, I'm not going to say anything about this yet. We're going to read through it, and then we're going to have a good discussion on what are my thoughts from a content creator's perspective, from a player's perspective, and talk about what we've been talking about on stream as well. But if you want to come watch on stream for anything that we're doing, link down below. All right. We were previously targeting a launch date of December 11th for our 3.13 endgame expansion. As we discussed last week, our new development methodology gives us confidence that we'll be able to hit this date with a high-quality expansion. I'll put a link down below to that link right there, and also the link to this news post, but you can probably find it yourself. Yesterday, CD Projekt Red announced that Cyberpunk 2077 will now be released on December 10th. We do not want to put our players in a position of having to choose between these two games, so we've decided to step out of the way and delay the release of Path of Exile 3.13 until January. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm not going to say anything and pause just yet. Let's get through it all. We still expect to finish 3.13 by early/mid-December. The scope of this expansion will remain unchanged. During the month of delay before release, we will start work on the 3.14 expansion. So that you still have some time, still have some interesting Path of Exile stuff to play over the Christmas/New Year break, we're planning to run at least one multi-week event. For example, Flashback. We'll confirm details of these events in parentheses, so maybe more than one event, once we've put together a plan. While this delay will hopefully not affect our development schedule, it will probably cause our release schedule to change a little bit during 2021. We'll post details about this as soon as we have more information about these dates and when we'll be announcing 3.13. In the meantime, let's all get our albino roa feather. Well, albino? Who says albino? I say albino. Albino? Albino roa feathers and pray to Kaduku that they don't delay again. Let's let that sink in for a second there. I've had a little bit of a time to quell over some thoughts, and I'm sure that you're wondering what is my initial thought on this. Grinding Gear Games, I think this is a bad idea. And that was directed towards Grinding Gear Games. I'm not happy with this. And this is not from a player perspective. This is more coming, first of all, from I don't think this is a good idea for your company. But who am I to say, really, as well? I might just say that as well. I'm not a part of the company. Who am I to say that? Delaying, from what you've said here, the only way, from what Grinding Gear Games has said here, the only way, the only thing that they've mentioned, the reason they've delayed is because of Cyberpunk. Now, I think that is a cop-out. What does this do? This sets a precedence for GGG to then also delay when other massive games come out, or have the feeling that they want to delay to kind of, make people not choose and make people all play Path of Exile. But what it does as well is it sets a precedence for the players. It sets a precedence for the players to riot, and I'm not going to lie, people might riot when other big games come out and it coincides with Path of Exile launch. People go, hey, you did it last time. You delayed last time because of Cyberpunk. Why can't you delay for game X, Y, Z? I think that's really dangerous right there. That's first of all for me. Second of all, what I see here is we still expect to finish 3.13 by early/mid-December. What I see here is we still plan to finish on time. So this decision isn't informed by us wanting to polish the league and have an extra month on the league. Our decision is not informed by this. What that means is it even puts more weighting on Grinding Gear Games being scared of Cyberpunk 2077. So either either GGG is scared of Cyberpunk 2077 coinciding, or, and this is just speculation. So take this with a grain of salt, or there has been internal discussion within the community, within the development team of Path of Exile, that want that time off to play Cyberpunk. That's all I'm stating. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I have faith in GGG. I don't think that's the case. But if this decision was even informed 10% of, like, I want to play this game, if it was even informed 10% of that, they really need to take a hard look at where those decisions are being made. I'm not saying that's the case. Like, again, don't take that. I'm not saying it's the case, but it's. I don't think it's actually an insignificant factor. And Brotama actually just said that in chat. I don't think it's an insignificant factor of how they're thinking, right? Those are my first two thoughts. Let me pull back a little bit here and now talk about from a content creation perspective. I now am almost full-time doing Path of Exile. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching and everything like that. And once again, if you want to hit that subscribe button down below, woo, you can hit that one. And that really does help me, by the way. Or come watch me on stream. That helps as well. But from a content creation perspective, I plan around league starts because it is where most of my monetary income comes from, especially from YouTube. You guys watching on YouTube, the most watches come from that league start, right? If that's being delayed a month, that is just actually hitting my income source. Now, that's not on Grinding Gear Games. This is totally separate. I can't be annoyed at Grinding Gear Games for that. I'm just annoyed at the situation, right? So I'm going to have to try and figure out ways around that. We're going to have to create some other cool Path of Exile content around that, you know, right? From a player perspective, just a player perspective, I think this is okay. As playing devil's advocate here, I think it's okay. From a player perspective, I don't mind this, just because, you know, I'm going to have time around January anyway to play the league, obviously, you know. But if I was working, you know, a 9-to-5 job and I had December off, and I like to take December off because that's, you know, the time to take off, because Path of Exile leagues are always around that time, right? And then, you know, and people plan for this. It is, you know, it's the Christmas hype as well, where people are taking time off, where people are investing a lot of money into the game. And this is where a big league should be. We should have an Atlas expansion during this time, right? I think from a player perspective, it's okay if you've got the time during January to play and you want to play Cyberpunk. If you're the type of person, and there's a lot of people that don't even care about Cyberpunk and just want to play some Path of Exile, you're probably annoyed right now. I can understand that. I can really understand that. But from everything I've said here, and as you've probably seen in the thumbnail, I don't know if this is a good idea, and I'm leaning towards this is a bad idea. It's genuinely with everything, with all three aspects, from me as a content creator, from me as a player, and from Grinding Gear Games as a company. I think weighing all of those, I think it comes out bad. And that's all I really have to say. There is the other thing to talk about here, which is the multi-week event, the flashback event, or whatever they decide to do. We're going to have some sort of fun content to play. It's going to be fun. It's going to be probably crazy and probably a Void League. And what a Void League means is it's going to have crazy mods in terms of, like, more speed, most likely, but you're not going to be able to take those items outside of those leagues. They'll be deleted and everything like that. And then it's kind of, you know, look, the league is, it's something that GGG have said that they don't want to do anymore, but now they're going back on their word and they're doing it, which, you know, I've always wanted the league like this. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to have heaps of fun with it, you know. I think it's going to be super, super cool, right? It's going to be fun, but I don't think we should focus on that. I think what we should focus on is this a good decision for Grinding Gear Games as a company? And is it a good decision for me as a player? Am I going to enjoy this? Am I going to get burnt out by this flashback league and then not want to play the next league because, you know, it doesn't look good? That's all I have to say on the topic. I'm not going to make a crazy long rant about this. We're going to keep it to 10 minutes, which we're pretty much at the moment. Those are my thoughts. So what do you think of this? I want to hear your comments down below. I want to hear what you think about this, whether you think it's bad, whether you think it's good, and let me know. And let Grinding Gear Games know as well. We as a community have a voice. We have a voice. And I want to finish all of this with I have faith in Grinding Gear Games as a company. This might sound like I don't have faith, but I really have faith. I just think this is a knee-jerk reaction, kind of like removing the alert level in Heist, like very, very early into the league, just like straight up removing it with a small post being like, hey, we've removed it, right? I think this is a knee-jerk reaction where they may have needed to take a few more days to figure this out. So I hope that there's more internal discussion about this, and I hope that we get a manifesto about this, because right now it is a little bit insulting to get 4 paragraphs about this. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, let me just plug down below, subscribe, hit that button if you like this kind of content, if you like my build guides that come out, and if you don't know about the private league that I am going to be conducting in a week and a bit time, watch out for the next video that will be uploaded on this channel. Check it out. That one's going to be a really big one. And if you want something else to do while you're waiting for 3.13, my private league is going to be the best thing to do. So definitely check it out. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Come catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/thisisbadgergaming. And until next time, Badger is out.